Hey there, Shiloh with CooptyLew Art and Tarot, and I am going to do a walkthrough of the cards side by side from edition, well, not even edition 1, the Premier edition, which was only 50 decks printed, and the Kickstarter edition. Alright, I got a new camera too, so bear with me, I'm learning. All right, so first of all, right off the bat, you can see that these original cards just came with a white tuck box, just a regular white tuck box. Then for this edition, I designed this box. All right, probably the hardest part of the whole project for me. And I also made these little tarot bags. So then when you take them out, you will notice that this newer edition, or Kickstarter edition I should say, has a guidebook. So I actually sat down and wrote a guidebook for it. So I'm not just guessing what seed is what now, and you know, just guessing basically. You know how we do. Anyway, so yeah, we have that improvement. I don't need to go further that way. There we go. We have that improvement. And then, not only that, but they're all signed and numbered. And so let's go through card by card so you can see the actual differences here. There are color differences, there are contrast differences, there are composition differences, there are crop differences, so composition, but like too much crop and not enough of the image in. There are, let's see, we'll get there. All right, tone differences. The newer ones have a cooler tone, I think, but the backs are not as dark, which I like. They're the same color as the box. Also, this edition has a silver gild on it, and this one doesn't. The paper the quality of the paper on this edition is way better. Like just looking at, take it card by card here. Let's just look at the difference in like just the thickness of the paper. So flimsy, you know, like this is much better cardstock than that. That's just thinner, more bendy. Whereas this, I feel like I could almost get these wet, but I wouldn't, you know, I'm not saying you should. All right, so we're gonna zoom in so we're looking only at the cards here. All right, so this is for you to see the differences in the two editions of the deck. So I'm just gonna kind of go through them. The print on the new deck, I moved the Roman numerals up and I made the print a little bit smaller. This card was completely changed. I really like this card. Oh, I like that card too. A little more contrast too. So you've got a little bit cooler of a tone here. A little bit cropped in more. This I completely, like, I wanted to get the feet in. I wanted to get the whole top of the Pope's hat in. And I also wanted to clean up some of the differences in the contrast. So I made it, like, I like that one better. And then we're going to have that extra card that this deck has. I tried to reposition this one so that the lettering wasn't on top of their feet so much. So it did take out some of the hearts, but hey, 6 of one, half a dozen of another, right? Totally fixed that one. Thank God. All you could see was the man with his cell phone, but I think it's much more of a stronger composition with both people. My favorite card stayed the same, except I did change the lettering color because it was hard to see the white. I did that on a couple of them. If it was difficult to see the white, then I changed it to that gray. This is the Hermit. Now this one's warmer than that one. Go figure. All right. Karma. I straightened it. It was crooked. Slightly crooked. And the white didn't show very well, so I changed that one to gray lettering. Both of his hands are in. Both of his feet. Lettering isn't so much on his feet as much as I could, but I got the gun in too. So the girl, I had to lose a little bit of her. Pretty much the same on that one. Tried to lift him higher, get the lettering off of his body. I think I did okay with that. Death. Temperance, I made, I didn't zoom in as much, so I got some of the wall, or not the wall, I got more of her body, it seems like. Yeah, I got all the way almost to her knees, and I got more of her wing. The Devil, I got her in there bigger. Got the lettering, not so much ground, you know, just changed up the composition a bit. I made the tower, the gorilla, much bigger, and I didn't want to see the top up there, so I just fixed that. The star. This coloring is so much brighter. I think it's because it's RGB, and this, from the printer was CMYK, maybe, I don't know. But I love this moon better. Something about having that just a little bit far, less of the people. Gives it a little bit more of a pretty much the same there, except I brought the lettering into the middle, and so you can see all of the kid on that side, but you can't see that guy's bucket, which sucks. But this is a little bit larger for the sun. Then we have the first Judgment card. Love this one better, the black and white contrast without the sepia tones almost. All right. And then I added You Lie, for those who don't want to have the queen in their deck like that. All right, and then we have the World. I just tend to like this lettering better. All right, Ace of Buckets. Pretty much the same, except I missed out on those hearts over there. Some of them got like out of proportion though in the makeplayingcards.com template because it just would stretch them to fit no matter, it didn't like it wouldn't resize or cut, I guess, crop so much. It wouldn't crop. You had to have it ready. So yeah, because I got all of their feet in again. I was watching out for feet this time. Got all my guys in again. I made the girl with the red balloon a little bit further away, so we got more of the grass perspective. Looks like we're like kind of peeking on her. Pretty much the same on that one. I tried to go with the gray, but it was even worse than the white, so, you know. Went with the gray here, and I totally flipped this girl going the other way. I just think it looks better. I don't know why. Pretty much the same there. And there. Flip this guy. Clean up the heart a little bit so it wasn't all red toned like that. And then on this one I actually added color and changed the type to gray so you could actually see it. Pretty much the same on that one and her. The only thing I did was get the lettering off of her feet in this one. Pretty much the same on that. Made sure that all the type fit in. So it's a little bit smaller, but everything's in. Pretty much the same. I love that card. She just looks like an angel to me. And pretty much the same, except I tried to get more of it in. And I tried to go with the gray, but like I said, sometimes on these, this like brownish background is really hard to see. And if you go with anything besides gray or white, it just won't look good, right? No. 4 of spray cans, I went with the gray. And 5 of spray cans, pretty much the same. A little better on the color contrast here. 6. Pretty much the same again. 7. Pretty much the same. 8. Now I made it bigger here so it would feel more trapped, like she was more trapped, you know. It's only trapped by a shopping cart. She's got to stand up, but whatever. That one pretty much the same, except I did change the text to gray. Same on this guy. White or gray, it didn't matter. It was hard to see. Now this one I changed. I took the color out of the hand. And then changed the lettering to gray. So it just looked more, it popped. Pretty much the same. I put him lower so he seemed like more of a little boy, which he is in the new deck. And I fit the whole gun in. I think that's more visually effective. Ace of brush is pretty much the same. Little boy watering himself. 2 of brush is pretty much the same, except I don't know if any of you guys noticed this, but this is hilarious. That actually says the 7 of crushes. What? I like the more warmer tone to that one. And at least it says 2 of brushes. I'm proud of that. 3 of brushes. Tried to fit in a little bit more. And the 4 of brushes. Back to the family up. So they weren't so close with so much white at the top because I didn't want to see all that. So I got that out of there. The pillow fight. Pretty much the same. Got this whole guy in though. Okay, this I actually moved the saying, Banksy's quote, to the top of this card, and then put this down here in gray. I like it way better. I stretched it. Still like it, okay. On this one, I was able to fit 2 of the kids in, so I liked that. Make it a little bit smaller. That one's pretty much the same. Except why do I have 8 up there like that? I don't know if that must have been a mistake. Because look at this. 8 is the only one that's doesn't have of at the top. Oh, Lord have mercy. Yep, that is a mistake. Okay, well, yeah. All right, 9. moving on. I like the warmer tone, and the contrast is better. Again, the more warmer tone. 10 of brushes. God, I would have probably never found that had I not done this walkthrough. Never known. Sister of brushes, which is wands for me in this deck. Brother, got a little bit more cooler, a little bit more shadow to, last chance. Mama, now I tried to get the whole frame in so you could really see what was going on. And I also tried to get the lettering off of her feet again. The papa, let's see here. Yeah, I got his whole body in as much more as I could. The 10 is pretty much the same. This one's a little slightly larger. Okay, a little bit bigger. I don't even know. Like, it looks good over here with the white, but over here, like, because I changed how far down that was, I made it bigger. Messed up the lettering, but the gray did not look good either, so I just left it. You know, you gotta, like, pick your battles. 3 of stencils. This one's so much better. And more closely, you can see the contrast is better, the color's better. The color's better on that one. I cropped him in a little bit. We just need to know that he's getting the cash, man. Working in the money. Need the money. 5 of stencils. Love that card. Backed it up slightly. Kept the lettering white. Gray didn't look good. Tried it. Alright, 6 of stencils. I got more of the line in. Change the lettering color. 7 of stencils. Pretty much the same on that one. 8 of stencils though. I got the street in there, and I also straightened up there was like a big curve here, see it? Well, I made it at the top of the lettering instead of right in between it. 9 of stencils. This one's a little bit warmer. Lettering's a little bit smaller. Pretty much the same other than that. 10 of stencils. Pretty much the same. Then I changed the sister of stencils completely. I just like that one so much better with the ATM and the controlling of the children. Let's give the children to the ATM. Pretty much the same on this guy. And totally switched this one up. I fixed it. I even gave her a gold crown and changed the I let the paint drip down. I got her into the frame, and you can also see that the lettering, so I'm not really upset that it's cut right there. It's okay for me. And then last but not least, our man of the hour, of the week. The gray didn't look good, so I stuck with the white, but it's a little bit smaller. Other than that, not a real big change to that. So I hope that you liked the video and you want to go out and buy a deck now. You gotta go visit my Etsy shop, CooptyLew Bazaar, like B-A-Z-A-A-R, on Etsy. See you later. Bye. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.